Welcome, everybody, to the Sales Unscripted podcast. My name is Brian Neal.
And I'm Margaret Henney.
Here every week for your listening enjoyment. Margaret's on her stool. Last time we got you off the stool. Don't do this.
I won't.
Just to show you the height difference there, but that's what we do. We're so thankful for all of our listeners and our new listeners. So spread this around, forward it on LinkedIn. It's always on LinkedIn. We put it up on the Blind Zebra page. We put it on the Co-Video page. Put it everywhere. And you might have had your first celebrity sighting. Did you not?
I
did you not? We think
I
not
had
for
my
sure.
first-
Margaret had her first celebrity sighting where she was the celebrity.
It was so
awesome.
sweet. Like
Awesome.
I had someone come up to us. Okay, so I just got back from NADA,
Yes.
which is a big automotive dealers conference, like the premier conference of the year. And it was in Vegas,
Yes.
and it was fantastic. But I had someone wait at my booth and come up and ask me for a photo.
Isn't
And
that
I
awesome?
was like trying to be cool, but not really. I was like, you want my picture?
Serious? Oh my God! Yes. Oh, that's so funny.
It was so flattering, and I felt really special. So
you should feel special because
That
that's
was
what
really,
happens, and it's
really
very nice.
nice.
And you're one of those stars now that
Stars.
people want to meet because you're very
Aw.
nice and you're very polite that way, and it's very nice. There's
was
some stars
so
aren't that way.
funny.
Some podcast hosts wouldn't have given that guy the time of day.
oh, I'm
And you
little
did,
old Margaret
right?
Henney. Can you
That's it,
imagine if
little
I was
old.
pompous about that? Like, no photos, please. Like,
Fantastic. By the way, how was that? You know what? We have something in common.
Yeah,
you know what we
what?
have in common?
tell me.
We've both spoken at NADA. Did you know I
Oh!
spoke at NADA?
No, I didn't know
did.
that.
I did 2 years in a row.
Were you on the main stage? I bet.
Not the main stage, like
But-
with Peyton Manning and Hillary Clinton. Not
Yeah.
that one,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
a pretty big stage. The second
Cool.
year, I got some good scores so I got moved to the international stage
Oh,
where
good
they
for
had
you.
they had all these translators in the back. It was really cool. They set them in a phone booth.
So cool.
So what'd you think about it? You want to talk about it? Yeah, it was Vegas.
Oh, my
By the way,
gosh.
we're going to talk about follow-up stuff. So
Yes.
stay tuned to that. But I want to hear about Vegas.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the conference in general, amazing, really
crazy.
impressive,
Crazy how big it
huge
is.
show. You know, you come and you think like, okay, I've got a booth. Some of these people, I don't call it a booth. It's like a city,
City. It's
block.
It's town.
Like people have like
Really
this
is.
whole
Yeah.
section with multiple levels. You
Yeah.
can go upstairs
Yeah.
in their booth. And I
Cox
was like,
Automotive. Cox
yes,
Automotive
yes,
is literally
exactly.
like an entire stadium.
massive,
Yeah, it's wild.
absolutely massive. And I was lucky enough to speak on the live stage.
So good, Margaret. That's
which
hard to
was
get. That's really great.
It was so fun. I was really
Super
honored
awesome.
to do it, and I was nervous.
Of course.
But you know, those are good nerves.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about actually last time we talked about good stress, bad stress.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, definitely good stress.
Yes.
So I got to like get in my flow. But I don't know, it was really cool. I loved the show. That was great. And okay, I hope everyone takes this with a grain of salt. Like,
ready.
so okay, I am not a Vegas person.
That's okay. You're allowed to not be a Vegas person.
okay. I know. I don't
I-
want to hate on people's cities.
I
Do you like it?
am not a Vegas person.
You're not? Okay.
I'm not a Vegas person.
Okay, I didn't know if you would be.
No, I'm not. So let's talk about the whys. So
Okay.
something might be obvious to you why I wouldn't like Vegas. I don't gamble at all. Never
I
have.
also
never
don't
just
gamble.
Don't. I'm just not a gambler. It's
Yeah.
not my deal.
Same.
And my other job, huge conflict of interest there. So
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
100%
Of course.
disinterested in that side of Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's just too much
Yes.
for me. It's
Yes.
just too much. You know what I mean? It's
I
just
get
too much.
like it's weird because I love to be out. I'm outgoing. I love to meet people. I love when things are going on. This is like extreme and like small town Monticello. Margaret is
Yeah.
like overstimulation.
Yes.
Too many people.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
Yes.
Like I can't handle it, and I'm a little bit like. I want to be interested in everything. There's too much to
ADD-ish?
look at. Yeah. I don't want to say because I'm not like actually ADD, and some
You're not
people
diagnosed?
actually are ADD. You know what I mean? But I am sort of like all over the place. You're saying that I am.
Well, I can't. Now I feel
ADD.
bad saying that, but I'm
No,
like,
no, no,
maybe
no,
you just haven't been to the right doctor yet.
Maybe I have. Dr. Henny.
Well, and so here's the deal. Someone in my family loves Vegas. Can you
Okay.
guess who that
Okay.
is?
Your wife.
That's my wife.
I knew
so
it.
What we do is we compromise.
Yeah.
So we go to Vegas. We have a routine. We do the same thing.
Okay.
Every time we go, we don't go a bunch, but we go, it was probably 3 years ago we went. And we kind of fly in either Wednesday night or Thursday morning. And then we'll go Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We stay in. We do room service Saturday night, but we have themes
Yes.
that we do. So we have, this is fun. If you want to go to Vegas and do it differently.
Wait, by the way, I have to say, my husband loves Vegas.
Oh, there you go.
So, like,
you'll
I
love
am
this.
on track
So
with
here's
you.
what you do.
Okay.
We did dive bar night one. So we go
Yes.
off the strip. We go to a local dive bar in a strip mall.
Yes.
And play pool.
Now we're talking.
Right?
This
Cool.
is my
Eat
jam.
Eat some
Yes.
French fries and
Great.
nachos
Wings.
and that's
Yep.
it. Okay.
Great. Okay.
Next day we do a nice dinner, super nice dinner. We just go
great
out,
restaurants.
fancy, get all dressed up. It's really awesome. We go to Barry's downtown.
Ooh.
It's sort of really, really great.
Okay.
And then we also do a downtown night where we kind of do I'm being nice, small town Indiana hick night,
Yeah.
where we gamble in the $5 casino pit or the $5
Yeah.
whatever Keno thing, and then we do like drink like long neck beers.
I love it.
Yep.
See, that is the kind of Vegas that I can handle.
fun.
Like,
Yep.
just like the big, like, I love to get dressed up, but
Yeah.
like the glam, I'm not into shopping. Like, I'm not
Right,
into
right.
like high end goods.
Yes.
And so I know some people are and they love it. There's great shopping there. I do think that shows would be really cool. I've never done that. I can
Yeah,
see
I'm
how
not
that
into the
would
shows, though.
be
I'm not-
fun, but I don't know.
I'm with you. So
Not
try
my
to do
thing.
the theme night.
Okay.
Just my cousin lives there, so
like
we can
it.
go visit him. It's
that's
just
nice.
so there's another way to do it. It's not like you don't go gamble and all this jazz.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we. Congrats on speaking at NAD.
Thank you.
By the way, people that don't know, if you're in the automotive business, speaking at NAD is a huge deal. It's really hard to get. You have to try out and got to submit your tryout video. Do you have to do all that?
I didn't have to do all of that because my stage was like a smaller size stage.
Oh, got it.
But it was still like it was definitely the biggest stage I've ever spoken on.
Yeah, that's
you know,
great.
to this point, and I kind of saw it as like a great warm up where
awesome.
I hope I did great, and maybe I'll be
I'm sure you
asked
did.
to speak on a bigger
I'm
stage
sure
someday.
you
So
did.
yeah, but it was
It's a huge show.
was
It's really
really,
great.
really good.
Great and a great resume builder too.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I spoke on when I spoke there?
No, tell me.
Really unique. I spoke on the car buying experience because consumer experience is a big deal for them. From someone who bought 3 cars in 18 months.
You know what? You told me about this,
Yeah.
and it was like such a unique perspective because
Totally.
you did, and you
was
had like 3 different scenarios,
I did.
right?
I bought one via text. I bought one paid cash for a used car, and I leased one from a dealership, a branded dealership. And I told them all the goods and bads about all those experiences, and the dealers I think really appreciated the
That's cool.
customer view.
For sure.
Anywho, so it's great. So Derek and Stefan go to Vegas.
Yes. Exactly. I'm like,
Send them there,
See
and then
ya.
we're gonna talk today about follow up
yes.
and checking in.
Exactly. Well, checking in. We're checking in about checking in. Well, the reason I brought this up, or I had written this down because I needed to check myself on something because I tell people a lot. I'm like, hey, we're going to eliminate this from our language. We're not going to use words like just following up, just checking in. The just is its own problem, but we'll talk about that
100%.
as well. But then I was like, well, I need to give them a better solution for what to say instead. And I was like, so I wanted to chat with you about that. And like, if you have something that you use in particular, and do you want me to get started with why I don't like the word just?
I would
first?
love to hear that.
Okay.
Because I agree, and I want to hear your.
Okay. Here's why. I have a problem with this, or I've in the past I've had a problem with what I would call weak language.
Yes.
And words are just, maybe, might be, you know, and there are places for those, but I think it's a Midwestern thing. I think it's a female thing, especially, like not being too dominating.
Mm-hmm.
And I was using these words and I was like, wait a minute. I know the answer to this and I'm downplaying my experience and my knowledge.
Yes.
And it doesn't put me in a position of expert persona, which
Yes.
I am.
You are.
And it was making me sound weaker than I was. And
Agree.
so I just needed to get rid of it. You see?
See, just need to get rid of it. See, I needed to get rid of it.
needed to get rid of it.
These are. I love that you said this because I say these are Midwestern verbal qualifiers.
Yes.
And they
that's good.
verbally shrink us. They verbally shrink us. And other people say them too, not just Midwesterners.
Right.
And it absolutely does what you say it does. I thought maybe we could possibly talk about perhaps would it be okay if
Yes. And
you know,
I
all
would
that
say
jazz.
those, like, some
In a
people
row
will string
sometimes.
them
Yes.
together
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
like, well, goddamn,
I was
dude.
thinking
like,
that maybe it would be okay if I was thinking maybe we could possibly like that. You hear all that? It's like this softness. So I totally agree. Those need to be stripped out of the language, and we just need to be direct. And we can be direct
Yeah.
and nice at the same time.
totally.
And I totally relate to the Midwestern thing. I can't relate to the woman thing, but I agree. It's just generally not a good thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's get back to the subject at hand.
Yes.
Checking in.
Yes.
Now, you know me really well. You know, this is a plug. I have my sweatshirt on.
I
See my
was
new
going to
sweatshirt?
say, I
This
noticed.
is the first swag, the Blind Zebra Sales Operating System.
I love it.
This is a system that will eliminate the need to even have this as a topic.
Fantastic.
Because when you work with extreme calendar clarity and you work through both the tool mutual timeline agreement and use clear feature dates and use the tool calendar first and use the stall continuum, you will never have to deal with this.
Right.
Because there is no checking in. because everything is communicated. So I think of this in prevention remedy phase. If you have calendar clarity on process and you lay out the actual dates of things that are going to occur and then set dates for those and but actually have the dates,
right?
Then you don't have to worry about checking it because you've already said when we're going to talk again.
Yep.
It's like that easy. Now, if we get ghosted, then we do the calendar first tool. Then I send you a calendar invite with the same 3-point agenda we had for the first one you missed. And we meet then.
Yep.
If you can't do that, or you blow me off twice, now I go to stall continuum. Now I start to change my lingo, but it's never checking in.
Right.
It's, hey, something's up, or hey, are we where we thought we were? Hey, do we need to back up? It all changes.
Yep.
It's amazing to me that this is still an issue.
Yeah. Well,
and it is.
But people will keep in mind because we've got to have some level of control here as well, because guaranteed they will say this to you. Well, why don't you check in with me, later on in the month? Follow up with me. They will want you to do that, right? Or that's what they think. It's not actually what they want. Everyone wants clarity.
Right. Everyone wants clarity. Thank you for saying that. Yes.
Right. And there's no clarity with just check in with me.
No.
So you need to, hey, let's get something on the calendar. And you can say why you're doing that too.
Yes.
Like, hey, I'm not trying to just pin you down here, man. I think this provides additional clarity. It's easier for you. We don't have to do this whole chase thing. Let's pull up our calendars, take a look, decide on a time.
That's how we do it. It's calendar. It's calendar clarity it's clarity and efficiency. Those are the two things. We've talked about that before on this podcast. No one will argue those. It's all in the operating system. Blind Zebra Sales Operating System. Did I say that again?
Yeah.
I'm plugging. I'm like, let's go. Right.
Bam. Well, it's sales after all.
It's true, but it's just there's just any of those things just disappear. And if they keep pushing back on you and say no, I don't need to set a date, then that's not a really good prospect. It just goes down in the probability range, from 90 to 10 or whatever it is. And then I do my stall continuum, and I still can send them a calendar invite because I don't do anything that's not on my calendar.
Wait, let me throw a wrench in things real quick, though, because this is assuming.
And why is it a wrench? Why don't we throw a hammer into things? I'm going to throw a
screwdriver in
bandsaw in here real quick. I'm going to throw some needle nose pliers in here. How come it's the wrench? Nobody knows why it's the wrench.
I have a wrench in things.
And the wrench in it. Why do we throw it in it? Like a wrench is a tool that used to fix things,
it's
not to
gotta
break
come
things.
from somewhere, but it doesn't make sense right away.
Does it? Why do we throw a wrench in it? But please, Margaret.
I'm going to throw a wrench in it.
Throw a wrench in it.
Okay, so what we're talking about here right now is assuming that we are already in conversation with people, right?
Yes.
So let's imagine someone is, cold calling or cold emailing, reaching out to people, and they send their first email, and then oftentimes what we'll do is we'll do like a reply to that if we don't hear from it. So you're in the same thread. I think the tendency there is to be like, just checking in on this.
Yeah.
Whatever. So do you have something that you might do instead?
I do.
Okay.
And this is where marketing and sales kind of bleed together. You're on the marketing side of the house. But you're a very sales-oriented marketing person.
I am. I started in sales, so that's always like the way my brain is.
And you have great empathy for salespeople.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not like the person like, I gave you all the leads, you didn't do anything with them, even though that's true.
Right. I'll still stay on your ass about it, but I'll be like, this is gold.
Seriously, it is, because it is. So here's the litmus test first to start with this. Ideal scenario is every touch point I have with a customer in some way, shape, or form, whether it's marketing or selling or in the middle of that, is valuable for the other person.
Yeah.
It's just valuable, each thing. So it can either
that's what I was gonna say.
Share something, say something, give me a thing to do, point me in the direction of a software that you use that's unrelated.
Yep.
Tell me about something I don't know. Anything
Somebody that's
valuable.
like you I work with saw these kinds of results. It reminds me of you.
Yes.
Yep.
Anything like that. Or if I had other interactions or I saw something in the news about you or whatever it is.
Yes.
And here's what is not valuable at all. Bumping this to the back of your top of your inbox. Bumping this back up. And that technique is like tired now. Like everyone's done it. I'm like, no. And so I'm a fan of trying to make every interaction valuable on its own merit. So whatever that follow-up is, you reply all to get the thing back up. Could be a case study. Could be, I'm a huge fan of finding things for people. This is called being a reporting expert.
Okay.
Stole this from Brendan Burchard. You know who that guy is?
No, I don't.
He's like a self-helpy dude.
Okay.
I went to this program he had called Experts Academy a long time ago. That's where I got to see Wayne Dyer live. You know who Wayne Dyer is? He's like my guru guy.
Like, who's Wayne Dyer?
I know. I should. Yeah. See, there's a line to take a picture with Margaret in Vegas, but she doesn't know who the hell Wayne Dyer is, who's only sold 18 billion books.
Oops, sorry,
He's dead
Wayne.
now. That's okay. He gone.
Okay, sorry, Ghost of
He's
Wayne.
upstairs. Okay. Ghost of Wayne. Do you believe in ghosts? That's a big topic.
Whoa.
Oh, it's heavy. Yeah, maybe. Little.
I don't know. I don't have a strong stance on it.
Maybe we'll start a different podcast for that. But what was I saying? Oh, Brendan Burchard, Experts Academy. This is, and he talks about being an expert in things and the different types of expert you can be. So you can be like, and I did that. So I'm a NFL ref. I've done that. You've traveled alone, right, to South Africa. So you have been there, done that. So you could coach people on how to do that because you did it. Then I teach other people to do that expert. So it's like a golf coach or something, or your acting coach or something. And then there's the reporting expert. And here's what's great about reporting experts. All of us are reporting experts because all you do as a reporting expert is read something and share it with somebody else.
Ooh.
Like, hey, did you read this thing about this new technology you could? Did you know you could see? That's a reporting expert.
Oh, I like it.
And so salespeople can be constant reporting experts. So here's what I love about So I'm cold emailing from Covideo to an auto dealer.
Yep.
Make sense? I find something. So all auto dealers deal with the same sort of stuff.
Yep.
Right? It's walkaways, B-backs. They call them B-backs. That's
I love
a thing.
that phrase.
It may be recruiting, sale. It could be anything.
Yep.
You
High
find
turnover
some
is a
article,
problem.
anything that's not related to what you do, though. That's the trick.
Interesting.
See? So
Okay.
floor plan financing. Like maybe there's a unique new approach. This is all auto stuff, you guys.
Yeah.
We're talking auto. This is like inside scoop, you guys. Just forgive us. That's the way they finance all their cars. Floor plan financing. I might find an article about a unique way to do floor plan financing in a rising rate environment. I send it to the GM like, hey, unrelated to the video stuff, but this one caught my eye. I thought I'd send it to you.
Yeah.
Hope all's well. So it's adjacent to, so I'm always open to what other things are that people are talking about.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love that. I love it.
Or a connection, a reporting expert can be a connection. Glenn Lundy. Hi, Glenn.
Yeah.
Love Glenn. Like, we have the same coach. I love Glenn. He's a great human. 800% club in the auto business is his deal. And you could say, or Chip Walker, you just met Chip. He's in the auto business. So you say,
he's so
hey,
sweet.
don't know if you know Chip or not, but I met him in the auto business. Here's a link to his contact. I think you guys should at least know each other.
Yeah, good
See
call.
that?
I love
so
that.
So these are all intention value things, and they're not related directly to what I do.
Right. I love it.
Right? That to me is the trick.
Okay. Good intentions.
Yes.
Still related.
Yes.
Catching their eye. You're an expert in the area. It's a good, LinkedIn. We talk about LinkedIn a lot.
100%.
This is a perfect place, right?
Oh my God.
Follow those people who are either influencers or reporters or whatever, and you can pick up on those, share those articles, or things like in Google News where you get alerts on
Google
stuff.
alerts.
That is
News alerts.
Yep, great way. So you don't have to go searching every single time. You're just getting those coming into you, and you find something that's interesting, then you can start sharing those out.
That's it. Yeah. Even if you're calling an auto dealer, like you all do at Covideo, and you've got like a younger salesperson who's like doing well, like a high potential person.
Yeah.
And I look on TikTok, and there's this other young dude who's got 200,000 followers on TikTok. I send it over like, hey, send this to Jeremy, because I think Jeremy and this guy have a similar persona. Jeremy should be doing what this guy's doing.
Oh, nice.
Hope you guys are good.
Yeah.
See that?
I like it.
It's a clean, good intention touch. It's just, I'm a big fan of doing that.
I like it.
Anything at all.
Okay.
And so because it goes back to intention. When you're in that bumping up, you're in the mode of like get.
Yeah,
right. And I want to be into give mode.
I love it.
Deal.
So there's so what we're talking about is avoiding, I like to call it the F word, because I'm like, the follow up.
Oh,
stop, avoid the F word at all costs. So like if you're already in conversation with people, if you're following like BZSOS process, not even going to be a problem for you.
Right, shouldn't be.
Right, shouldn't be. And then if you're in the mode of reaching out to people that you haven't been in communication with, adding value. There's a reason.
Valuable touch.
Yep, I love it.
Across the board. And thoughtful, valuable touch.
Yeah.
Be anything. Just don't make it up. It takes a little work. This is where people want to scale this. Like, well, I need to hit one button and send 10,000 emails.
Yeah.
It says bumping this back to the top of your inbox.
Yeah.
I just think people are tired of that. Plus, the new email rules don't let you do that anymore, right? Because you're limited.
To how many that you can send.
That's a whole other topic, right?
Exactly.
So I think we got to get back to this personalization of these things. And I just think that'll go a really long way. I really do.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, you're becoming even more of an expert in the process.
Totally.
You know, like you're
Yes.
adding
Yes.
to your value, your knowledge base too, which only makes you better at your job.
See, that's it. That's what I tell people when we're teaching this. I don't have my phone. I always say, I'm weird about touching other people's phones. Are you weird about that?
Not at all.
I feel like it's a very
would have,
personal
like,
item.
grabbed
I
it.
know it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
No, and I won't
You
look
want
in
my phone?
no, thanks.
Okay.
I won't look in a woman's purse either.
That's fair.
Okay,
That's a good
I will
one.
never,
That's a good
ever,
rule.
ever. I'll take my wife's purse to her. I'm like,
Really?
"Where are your keys?" She's like, "In my purse." I'll go get her purse, walk all the way back.
Even your own
4
wife's,
miles,
though?
Yep, back to the thing.
Okay,
I'm like,
that's funny.
Yeah, it's like a respect thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's
I
your
get it.
personal space.
I get it.
And I don't care if people go through my shit. You can go through my wallet all you want. Don't care. Just weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what was I saying all that? I forgot.
I actually don't know. Where did we
there
go?
was a-
Phone. You didn't have your phone.
Yes, I didn't have my phone.
Okay.
Why was I going to say that?
I don't
Something on LinkedIn?
know.
Dang it.
I'm so
I
sorry.
hate when that happens. Maybe I have AD. Let's
No,
go to the
I was
doctor
like,
together.
I was gonna say, I was like, time out. Actually, you're now diagnosed.
I am official.
Oh man, but
No,
I do think we like I wanted to cover it because I think it's important.
great topic.
It comes up a lot. I'm always telling people not to do it, but needed to give some really good action items for like what you can do instead.
Yes, I know what I was going to say.
Oh, good.
Because I tell people when I'm teaching
You
this
see how I
expert
vamped?
stuff, you
I
did a
was
great
like,
job.
dun,
Thank you. Is
dun,
that what
dun,
vamping
dun,
was?
dun,
So you're going to
dun.
get me again.
Okay.
Is the good news and bad news about becoming a reporting expert. The good news is, now I am want to touch your phone. Sorry.
Yeah, do it.
Is 100% of the ability to be an expert is right there. Oh, look at that beautiful picture of you in your
Thank
hubs.
you.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Is right there. You can literally learn to do anything right there. I can learn to play the ukulele. I can learn how to bake a cake. I can learn how to make my own chocolate or candles at home. I can literally do anything I want from right there. And then the bad news is it takes extra effort. And most salespeople aren't interested in putting in the extra effort that it takes.
Yeah.
And the ones that outperform do.
Yep.
So you can find out anything. And I love what you said. It's like you get more expertise there.
Yeah.
You grow your own expertise.
So not only are you having really good intention in giving, you're building your own skill set there at the same time. So it's a win-win.
It just piles on.
Yeah.
And then you sit on your couch and you connect your friends in the auto business.
You did that, and
Have
you're
nothing
so
to do.
sweet.
See, there's nothing. There's no tie to that.
I know.
That's just
I
putting
got
good
two
in the world, man.
great connections from
Right.
this man
That's
while
just
I was at
good
NADA.
From my couch, and you were all in Vegas. I'm like, hey, my people are all out there. I'm going to put them together. And then you found each other. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's the
appreciate
kind of stuff
so
that people
much.
just don't do. And that took me 4 minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just being a little thoughtful and acting on the thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Totally.
the thing. Okay, that was good.
Yeah,
Way to go.
I love
F word,
it.
no F words.
No more F words,
no
guys.
More F words. Okay, we out.
Bye.
Bye.